Good morning and salutations. I am streaming in my living room, as always, right now. I do have a very new powerful machine in the computer room, just purring with excitement. I've got basically one game on it right now, or two versions of World of Warcraft. But I can't even get on and play that, even though I have an account, an unactive account. But it's like, we don't recognize this information. So gonna have to call customer support, I guess. I was gonna play for free, so like level 20. And they won't even let me do that. So kind of debating on what else to install. I don't want to put a gazillion games on it. I don't want to overload the hard drives with stuff I'm probably never going to play. I'll either call customer support tomorrow, maybe, if I feel like it, before I go to bed. Or I'll wait till Monday. I'm pretty tired when I get home, even though I would do basically nothing at my job. I'm exhausted just from staying awake during the middle of the night. Sitting on my ass in my car, watching YouTube videos, drinking water and snacking on snacks, trying to keep myself awake from falling asleep and either getting hurt by some mugger or getting caught sleeping on the job. So trying to stay awake. Sunday, I'm going to stream them in here for 2 hours straight. And then I'm going to take either my PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch.
How are we to trust the achievement after so many died under his command?
Look at this guy. And try to hook up my console to the new computer with the capturing card and stuff. And see if I can get that to work.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
I don't remember how this story ends. I know they have to, or she has to wake up a frozen Polnick.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky, and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
Wow.
We are Banuk. Our enemies. Our prey.
She said our blood is in your teeth.
Daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Orea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Orea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Sylens? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Orea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Orea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed it.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Orea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Orea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain, His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Araya came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
If you have to climb to get up here, how impossible do they even get any wares up here?
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Araya or Thunderstone. Might be worth a shot.
I think the blue light was cool. Song's Edge is lucky to have her.
These machines that bear the daemon's mark.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
No, I'm just standing here to stare at you.
This daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Araya knows about this daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not in Outlanders.
Oh my god.
There are other Waraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
I prefer footprints in the snow than words. Because words are hard to understand, because me dumb. Me no put my spear in
If I want to learn
machine
more about how
body.
this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
One day I'm not worrying about
Outland! Wait a moment.
Wrong button.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified, with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Probably do that here in a little bit. Go talk to this chick.
any news from the hunt.
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watching.
I can't feel much of anything in this. Outlanders. Karja Outlanders.
Never let anyone say the Karja slack off. As the sun witnesses, we put our backs in.
As the ball of gas witnesses, I mean sun. Yeah, I said sun. Nobody was watching, right? You could go and tell these people you're worshiping a ball of gas, and they'd be like, "What? No, the sun
Bergren said
is
Araya's
the
apprentice
god.
went north of the river.
It gives us warmth.
Hopefully not too far.
It helps our flowers grow. Blah, blah, blah." I like and I don't like, I guess, my new hours at my job. Yes, I get to come home and play for a few hours before I go to bed, but man,
That must be Naltuk, looking out at that. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task.
the
And
voice
the
in the
task
blue
she
light.
gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut.
I remember fighting
Daemon's
this
energy
thing.
pulses from them.
It was a pain in the ass.
Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before.
Like corruption.
The corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No.
Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
The blue voice, it must be some kind of hologram that has, like, it can answer multiple questions and stuff.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Meh. Meh. I ain't got many wires left to make more bows.
Interesting. Maybe I could override it. Shields overloaded. I can kill the machines.
Oh, that's right. Electric and...
Safe. A few minutes anyway. Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me. Fascinating, if they weren't looking for me.
Jesus. Keep missing. That was horrible. I gotta get more wires soon. There's one. There's a lot more than that.
let's talk about Araya.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Araya should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too.
I think this
You'll
actor
have earned it.
that plays Naltuk was in Stargate SG-1 as Teal'c's son when he got older.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Araya's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Araya's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Araya when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Araya and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Araya at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Before we do that, let's find a rail part, and then we'll do the main quest. There's where the frozen tall neck is at right there. That'll be a quest at some point to repair it and get it back up and running again. Let's stop by and visit it while we're traveling. You can see it from here. The top of the tall neck sticking up above the trees over there. And there's scavengers.
Atomic? What did it take to knock one of those over? And what's it last?
Really? I need like a rapid fire weapon. Really? All the freaking birds up there. See you. It's really snowing now.
should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes.
Remember asking an old buddy of mine that used to watch me play my streams like every week, every day, pretty much. I asked him
Perhaps my focus can help me.
if he loved the snow, and he said, "Nope, I don't love the snow." I think he had some kind of, or has some kind of health condition where he can't really walk in it very well, or be out in it.
Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even manipulate it. Get at what's inside its head.
A ray, stabilizer, and an actuator. Sometimes I miss Lan watching my streams and talking to him about different stuff. But apparently he doesn't do well when other people have different opinions than he does. He thinks the world rotates in the opposite direction, and you agree with him on that, or you don't agree with him on that. Instead of having a rational conversation, like an adult would, he just cries about it and leaves. And I thought I knew him better than that. I guess I thought wrong. Let's remove that from there now. Let's go up north. Wow. Wow. That's really far up there. Apparently you can have adult conversations with certain individuals. Because it's either their way or the highway.
Fresh as it comes.
Which is unfortunate, because, I mean, deep down, he's a good guy. He just believes a certain way of thinking on a certain topic, and didn't want to hear the truth. Apparently he thinks it's okay for children to get bottom surgery and have their genders removed. Children are too young to consent to stuff like that. It's sickening and gross and wrong on so many levels. And he's like, it's not about the age. Yeah, it is. Children are too young to be making decisions on their bodies like that. That is a life-altering thing. Done. There's no going back. Stuff like that. children are too young to buy cigarettes, to vote. And other big life decisions. You're definitely too young to be making decisions like that. Young for nuclear. Demonic scrapper. I'm getting ganged up on. Yeah, thanks to me. No thank you or anything. Just like, yep, I did that. That's all me. Yep, I'm just that tough.
A worthy opponent, I suppose.
Not a thank you, not a kiss my ass, nothing. This world is getting like a crazy place.
These are helpful. Bitter, though.
Landhawk. Looks like an old gas station, though. No, it is part of a bridge. Interstate bridge.
Here they come.
Try to save my fire arrows as much as possible.
Water gushing from an old world wall. What is this place?
Probably a dam. me put on my more stealthy outfits. I ain't gonna go up that mountain. A lot of people are afraid to talk about that kind of topic. They're afraid to say something, to speak up, and to say what's right. Because they don't want to get canceled or all that other bullshit that these young generations are threatening to do to people. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna shut me up.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here.
Maybe there's a bridge that goes across this water. Oh, bus.
Americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Beautiful. You never even felt the cold, did you? You hadn't preserved
Visitor centers of bust. I'm recording the strategic and operational value at roughly 0 point squat. No reason we shouldn't pack the staff onto a vert and send them back to Nowheresville as soon as the gates are locked. Enjoy basic income, ding-dongs.
Ding-dong. We must be near, Yellowstone Park. Some of you have overheard portions of the, let's call them spirited conversations I've been having with the charming Mr. Blevins in my office over the past week. So let's address the honking big elephant we're crammed into this room with. The park has been acquired by something called Firebreak, and they're restricting access to the authorized personnel. I wish I had more details to share, but those are literally the only ones I have been given. Upshot, this isn't a national park anymore. No visitors means no visitor center. We've got 2 weeks. I know it's not easy. If you're like me, this place represents something bigger and more important than a paycheck. Believe me, I am right there with you. When I say this park is the most beautiful place in America, it's not PR, it's not hype. It breaks my heart to think that nobody will be around to applaud Old Faithful or stare into the beautiful. But this is where we find ourselves. I realize there's a temptation to check out and give up, but I really, really, really need your help over the next 2 weeks. Tours will continue through Friday, so I'm going to need guides, and even though regular ops at the gift shop are suspended, we've got our ton of surplus merch box up to ship back to the manufacturers, including about a bazillion upsold Monrek Hala figurines. Yes, Monrek wants everything but the display figs back. No, I can't imagine why either. Please, you guys, just give me 2 more weeks of your time. I can't shut this place down alone. Come on. Wow.
I hate to interrupt.
Oh, yes. Hello, an outlander at the Shrine of Forgotten Beasts. Welcome. I'm Enjuk.
Aloy. The Shrine of... what?
When the old world still breathed, a great man built a tiny totem to this beast and stored the visage inside. When the totem is placed on a pedestal, the animal is painted onto the empty air, and the beast lives again. Well, almost.
There are 7 pedestals. Where are the other 6 figurines?
I found this one in the wilds. Remembered the indentations in the pedestals here, and saw how they matched the base of the totem. But as you say, it's one of 7, isn't it? The great Montana recreations must have made more, but time has scattered them.
So these totems... the images they show are of animals that no longer exist. They're gone, like the old ones.
So it seems. To think such magnificent creatures are lost to us, that we never even knew they were here. We rely as much on beasts as we do on machines. For food, for warmth, but do we study them with the same fervor? Yeah, I do. For example, I have this theory about foxes. Why do foxes have red fur? Think about what they eat.
Meat?
Raw meat. Bloody meat. See? Natural causation. Logical connections. It only makes sense.
You've thought a lot more about foxes than I have.
That actor talking to Aloy is the male actor. I forget his name. He was the male protagonist in Fallout 4. Oh, if you collect all the figurines, you can get stuff from him. I thought he was a...
I should get going.
Of course, of course. I've taken up so much of your time already. But I don't suppose you could keep an eye out for more figurines?
If I run across any, I'll bring them your way.
I'm not. I thought he was an actual merchant. I was gonna buy or see what he had for sale anyway. Oh, faithful. I don't think I even came by here the first time that I played this DLC years ago. I'll probably never get this close in real life.
hidden. Full already.
Oh, it's an animal figurine. Okay, well, there's one. Let's go take this one figurine back to the guy since we're over here. If I ever come across another adult human being and they say, yeah, I think it's okay for children to have their bodies mutilated so they can pretend to be the opposite sex, I will punch them in their mouth, and I hope I knock out a dozen of their teeth. I will punch them in the face.
Back again, Enjuk.
You've picked up my interest in the beasts of the old world, I see.
Not really.
Here's another one for you.
Thrilling, isn't it? To see another majestic beast returned from the past. There. It awaits us on its pedestal.
An elk.
You said a great man made these figurines?
Indeed. He was, I believe, a student of the natural world. Like me. But surpassing my abilities 1,000 times over. The great Montana recreations. Perhaps the finest natural scholar the old world ever produced. His voice claims responsibility for the totems, the vessels for the knowledge he accumulated. I share his desire to understand the beasts, to catalog their behaviors and preserve their images. I like to flatter myself that I'm an apprentice of sorts, carrying on his work. Someday, perhaps, if I am persistent, I can earn his name. Enjuk Recreations.
You are retarded.
That's all I need to know.
Are you sure? You can never learn too much.
You are retarded, Andrew. You are delusional, and there's no help for you, though.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
It's almost as bad as, like, them trying to normalize pedophiles and calling them maps. It's about as sick as that. And I am not one to be okay with that. And a lot of other Americans and people in the world are not gonna just let that ride.
Got one.
Some thick snow falling. I don't think there's many. Oh, here's a charger up ahead that I can get on to make travel a bit faster. Areski, when you watch this video later, I hope you enjoy the gameplay and how beautiful the landscape is. If I can sneak up behind a charger without being spotted by the watcher. Okay, I'm going for the other one. Quit your whining.
That shaman told me about.
Oh, the bunker.
Down. And not natural either.
And there are stalkers down here. There's an old military bunker.
You might not be alone down here. Here's one of the metal birds.
Blue green is a rare, viable resource rated to specialized merchants for extremely powerful weapons and armor.
I could use my focus to look around. Just have to go up. If I could move that flying machine over a little. Maybe there's some way to get that flying machine over here.
I'm glad that she called it a flying machine and not a metal bird.
Need a lead. Focus might find something.
There's another animal figurine over there.
Could be something around that my focus will see. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. Good amount of blue gleam leaked off this one. There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock and Sierra Echo.
No room.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here.
And it's been sitting in here for centuries. Probably still work too. Well, depending on what powers it, the fuel's probably expired.
Shouldn't be hard to remove.
Oh, the mounting rail.
I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
Kenny, I get it, okay? I really do. Pharaoh is Firebreak's patron. Blevins is Pharaoh's lapdog. Circle of ass-kissing, blah, blah, blah. But if you allow Blevins to remain on site, installation is going to take twice as long as we're budgeted for. And I don't know how deep Firebreak's pockets are, but I can guarantee you they're not bottomless. We've just got done recalibrating the entire fleet. The entire fleet, Kenny. Why? I imagine you're wondering, oh, Kenny, I'm so glad you hypothetically asked. Blevins was unhappy with the baseline behavioral routines in the security drone, you know, the ones he selected himself. Not aggressive enough, he said. I doubt a Rottweiler mounted on an ICBM would be aggressive enough for him. So we patched in some combat behaviors, which, let me tell you, was not easy. Basically outfitted these things for war. Think about that, Kenny. Bleeding-edge combat drones patrolling an empty wilderness. All so Blevins can play army on Firebreak's dime. I'm begging you, Kenny. Find a way to bar him from the hangar, please. Harris. thing keeps freaking moving.
Out of ammo, but not out of life.
Jeez. I vaguely remember doing this.
So this thing will improve my spear, huh?
I'll fast travel back down to that. I was never really into politics when I was younger, but man, lately, all this shit going on in the world and in America, Biden and all the left liberals, the way a lot of them think. Now I know a couple of guys, at least I know one guy is a leftist liberal, but he's a pretty cool guy. He doesn't come across as like a lot of these other people are. I can actually have conversations with him without him getting all bent out of shape and upset and like storming off like a 6-year-old girl who is all upset because she didn't get her cookie or whatever. We sure babies. We sure baby.
But send them to the cut, most of them don't last long.
Is this what you...
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the Conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear. Or...
Oh.
For me? Might as well get started improving my spear.
Cool. Let's go up and see this merchant up here.
What business do you have here, girl?
None of your business.
Is always and these bandits should realize it will again.
He wants... Jesus. Striker bow. $16 of those. Ice Hunter Master, Karja Blazing Master. They're more of a stealthier Nora Silent Hunter. I'll be getting the Nora Silent Hunter as soon as I have enough. Alright. At least now I know what they got for sale. Right. It's not the quest. Here it is. The Shaman's Path. Play this for a bit longer, and I'm gonna get ready for bed. Sure. Strange Scobies. These are sweet babies. These are sweet puppy dogs.
Save this for later. These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. Pretty far up. The shaman's path must be around here somewhere. This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Not this way.
This must be like an old cauldron or something.
Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions. But at least there's stuff. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them. Took a wrong turn. This isn't the way out. Some gear, though.
Shard Scavenger allows you to disassemble resources and modifications into 50% of the metal shards by
Focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way. Another marker. Good.
Wrong button.
Okay, that way then. See? Up. Stalkers. Better be careful.
Damn. Shit.
Gotta get past these stalkers, one way or another.
Okay.
Done with the cave. So what's next on this path?
Good morning, sir. This is my jump. Get imagine climbing? What side content would you recommend? I mean, if you want to do... The more side missions you do, the more skill points you get. You can technically get all the abilities. And you also get extra shards, which is the in-game currency. You could explore this, you know, do every quest you wanted to. And get, all the extra stuff.
To the bend we go.
And there's, you know, some interesting dialogue in a lot of the quests.
Down it is. Down, then up.
I don't think I've ever personally done all the side quests. Yeah, it's a great game. Pigment Light Oxide. Have you been playing it? That's good. I love the story, man. It's got a great story. Ella, your wife might even love the game.
I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, if we're just filling up.
You know, it's about a woman trying to find herself, her history. She was born into this world with shit, not a lot of answers to her life. And the guy who raised her didn't have a lot of answers. Come on. Son of a bitch. Son of a biscuit. Can you imagine trying to climb stuff in real life without actually grabbing a hold of stuff with your arms and hands? Just trying to, like, jump and get your feet on the area you're trying to get a hold of.
How do I cross this one?
But it's a great game. It's got its cons, but its frustrations.
I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, if we're just filling up.
That was challenging. It took me like 2 tries.
Okay, heading for more rifles.
I'd say you definitely learn more about Aloy's character. Come on, la la la. These jumps are a bit ridiculous. The whole teetering water log. I love it. I haven't really had a chance to play with it yet because of work and everything. I mean, I downloaded Warcraft on it this morning, but I logged in on the website, my old login from years ago, but when I try to play the game, at least to level 20 for free, it's like, oh, it doesn't recognize this information. So I'm going to have to guess contact customer support and be like, what is going on here? 'Cause I'm logged in, but the game is like, it's having some kind of error, saying it doesn't recognize my info, so.
All the winters coming at once.
Damn. Come on, Aloy.
Erend wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
I don't want to download a whole bunch of games on it. I want to just take it easy with my new computer. I'm not sure what game that I could download on it to try out, but that I haven't played yet. Something that would be worth my time playing and not just a waste of money or a waste of space. I'm going to try and hook my one of my consoles up to it Sunday or Monday, probably Sunday. I've played Old Republic. I'm going to have to contact customer support on that too. Because last time I played the Old Republic, it wasn't on Steam.
What about traveling light?
Probably stalkers or something. Or something bigger. It's like some kind of bear / gorilla. Crossclaw, demonic crossclaw.
My shield's down. Gotta get rid of the tower.
trying to find a easy way up this. Maybe I can avoid detection from this frost claw. Set some traps. Ow. Ow there. Damn.
Scary new machine. Done. Now back to finding Rhea. Which means gotta climb.
All right. I've been wanting to get back into Star Wars: The Old Republic, but I'm definitely gonna call customer support
get up there.
on that too, because I can't log into my old account because it's got like a security thing on it, and even when I had a security key, it was like having issues connecting because it's now on Steam. And it's been like a few years since I've logged into my old account. I'd say 2017, 2016 was the last time that I logged in. So it's been a minute. I'd hate to lose that account too. I've got a couple of high-level characters that I've been playing for a long time.
This must be the shrine Naltuk was talking about. Guess I should take some blue gleam. Sparkles. I can see that it's worth a lot.
I think you should stock up on the blue gleam.
Naltuk said Aurea went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs. An ancient door. Maybe Aurea's inside.
I don't know. Hell, it remembered my old account that I created years ago. I was gonna play a gnome healer, but then I ended up just giving up on it. Cool.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here, trying to install upgrades to improve efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power. Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own. Anita stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair... Oh boy. I should just go to bed.
Get me something to drink. I can't drink any more coffee right now. I won't be able to fall asleep. Yeah, if it wasn't for the pay, I don't think I'd be able to do the job that I do now. I probably would have just stayed at the hospital and dealt with all the cons. But at least I ain't got
strange equipment. What was this place?
deal with any going through people's underwear. Nasty shit.
Locked. Maybe my focus can help.
Still integrity maintained, heavily shielded.
Door's wired to something over here.
Director of Security Blevins is riding us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
Some kind of lab or something. Okay, I've been hearing that some of our staff members are having trouble with our state-of-the-art, ultra-secure, absolutely necessary lambent avicular door access. So here's the SLOW version. Becky's going crazy again. The thing in the middle is the source node. Turn it on. Yeah, I know. Hard, right? Then, you've got to turn the other nodes so that the data stream containing the credentials get back to the source. Some nodes are used to buffer corrupt or suspect data to avoid those. Shouldn't be too tough because, you know, they're red, like a stop sign. I'm guessing you were taught this in preschool, but with this crowd, who knows? Anyway, that's it. Get the data stream back to the source, and the door opens. It's really not that tough. But if you need me to, I'll hold your hand while you give it a try, okay? Actually, scratch that. Do it yourself. I don't care. I'm not going to touch your hand. Okay.
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door. Something. What am I supposed to do with these lights?
Get them back to the door. Oh, wrong one. Wrong button.
These things turn, changing the flow of light. All right, let's see if the door's open.
All right, I can remember how to get out of here. Oh, here it is. Didn't see it. I was like, where's that? I wonder if anyone else's chat does this when they stream on the PS5 for a while, and then their chat just goes nuts. Previous said comments just reappear for no apparent reason. Yours does? Okay. I wasn't sure if I was the only one that had issues with the chat. I just didn't know if I was somehow special to Becky and she likes to show how irritating she is. People are like, what's up with this guy's chat? It's like crazy, man.
Fresh air ahead.
I don't remember eating that. Can't even remember the last time I had tacos.
Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there.
Vaguely. I haven't played this in like God knows when, and it's so familiar. This whole structure.
Looks like I need to get to those stairs.
This whole catwalk is very sus. I would not trust it. Come on, Aloy. Climb the ladder.
Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close. She has to be in here somewhere.
First stage of the main facility complete. All staff, it's with pride that I announced the completion of the first level of infrastructure on our primary facility. This compound will be the nerve center of our project and will require the team's continued best efforts to realize the deadline. But even though there is much more to be done, you should be pleased with all you've accomplished so far. Please find attached a detailed plan for mustering out of the auxiliary space, which will serve as a contingency site as we proceed with the main facility. 90% of our personnel must be relocated by 5 p.m. Wednesday. If your name does not appear on the assignment list, please email Marissa with me in CC. Your dedication, talent, and intelligence remain daily sources of inspiration. I think my dog farted. It's like it smells something horrible. Just went across my nose. Big, nasty dog fart. And apparently my dog's breed is the kind of breed that farts a lot. From what I learned a while back, not too long ago. Like, great, we have a very farty dog.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
Come on, people, quit acting like stupid teenagers. God. Wonder if this shaman wears a focus or not.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do?
I think she is wearing a focus.
Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds?
Nope, I don't see a focus.
Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
It's a bit more complicated. No. Work. I'm gonna go this way. There we go. Let's see.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Authorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forcing me. Aurea, please.
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back.
That was weird.
You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a... revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Sylens. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes. But I would be breaking an oath, and that... I cannot do.
Who's gonna know?
You seem to have a history with this voice. This... spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so... I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer. Lost, like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was... hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
You had a communion with the spirit?
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe. And she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me. Never judged. We kept each other's company.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul. Cut off from what it needs. Lonely. Forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's Drum. The last time... She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something... evil. She named it the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again, until today.
What kept you from the spirit? after it begged for help?
I went to Aratak, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's Drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a werak of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After, he and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
About Sylens?
I've told you all I can. There's nothing more I can say.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's Drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Ha! There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Huh. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. And Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Well, I didn't even get all the way up there. I've been not Storm Slinger. Storm Bolts. This weapon fires charged bolts. Consecutive bolts build up a larger charge and deal increased damage. Alright, I'm gonna be getting off here soon to go to bed.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
They might. You gotta be careful, don't blink too much. Before we do that mission quest, I'm gonna find these parts for that tall neck because it's so cool repairing it and watching it get up in that frozen section that it's stuck in. But we'll have to do that another day. Go down to here. This will probably take me 2 or 3 more weeks to finish. I don't get a whole lot of time to play it. I mean, I technically could stay up till noon and play this, but I am exhausted and tired. My thinking capacity is dwindling, and I could probably end up falling asleep in midstream, you know, just passed out cold. Ugh. I'm saying I changed the light on the lights on my computer to like blue. I think yellow would look cool too. I mean, you guys will hardly ever see my computer
will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
unless I position the
Alceron would invent a gadget to do this.
unless I position the camera.
She didn't even hesitate. She stood between the assassin and our Sun King.
Unless I position them in the camera in a different spot to see me, or to see my computer and stuff.
It's still functioning. If I could bring that tall neck back from the dead, it'd get noticed.
Alright, let me go back to the fire pit. It seemed like the things were closer when I was at the fire pit, and I was gonna go after it, but
Letting the Oseram take Durval? They'll give him a rap on the knuckles and let him go.
rap on the knuckles.
Can't wait to go home and go to bed.
Me too. Well, I'm already home. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to smash that like button to help the algorithm on YouTube. And also, if you enjoyed your time here on the stream, hope you guys have a great and excellent rest of your day. Be safe and be kind. And I'll be back on probably tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. Or not 9 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Central. I'm gonna play something. I don't know what yet. Probably Destiny 2, maybe. And, for a couple of hours. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Guys, have a good day, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching.